Darlene Ferrin and Mike Maju are shot in a lover's lane in Vallejo, California, on July 4, 1969. Mike is the only one who made it out alive. Exactly 1 month later, the San Francisco Chronicle begins receiving encrypted letters from the killer, who calls himself Zodiac, in which he threatens to kill 12 people if his name is not revealed. Robert Graysmith, a political cartoonist, is not told the early facts about the deaths, and neither Paul Avery, a crime reporter, nor the editors take him seriously, even though he is right in thinking that his identity is not in the message. In response to the newspaper's publication of the letters, a husband and wife team up to decode one of them. Brian Hartnell, a law student, and Cecilia Shepard, an environmental activist, were murdered in September near Lake Berryessa in Napa County. In the workplace, Avery teases Graysmith before they talk about the secret messages. Graysmith's interpretation of the letter helps Avery, so the two men start talking about specifics. Graysmith has figured out that Zodiac's comment that humans are the most dangerous animal of them all is a reference to the movie The Most Dangerous Game, in which the villain, Count Zaroff, actively hunts humans in the wild. Paul Stein, a taxi driver in San Francisco, is shot and dies in the Presidio Heights neighborhood 2 weeks later. The Zodiac killer sends the Chronicle a taunting letter, along with bloodstained shirt fragments from Stein. Dave Toschi and Bill Armstrong have been asked by Captain Marty Lee to look into the case in San Francisco. They will be working closely with Jack Mullinax of the Vallejo Police Department and Captain Ken Narlow of the Napa Police Department. Someone posing as Zodiac keeps sending threatening letters and calling Jim Dunbar's radio show to tease lawyer Melvin Belli. Arthur Lee Allen was a suspect in the Vallejo case. In 1971, detectives Toschi, Armstrong, and Mullinax talked to him. Toschi doesn't trust him because he sees him wearing a Zodiac watch with the same symbol as the murder weapon. Even though it is said that Allen can write with either hand, a handwriting expert is sure that he did not make the symbols for the Zodiac. Avery receives a death threat in the mail and, understandably paranoid, begins abusing substances. He upsets Toschi and Armstrong by telling the Riverside Police Department that the killer may have been active before the first killings. Toschi feels the weight of the case's infamy, and he cannot watch Dirty Harry, a Hollywood film that is modeled, if loosely, on the Zodiac case. The year is 1978, and Avery has joined the staff of the Sacramento Bee. Graysmith stays in touch with Toschi about the Zodiac murders, and Toschi ends up believing Graysmith because he knows a lot about the case. Toschi is unable to provide Graysmith with direct access to the evidence, but he does give him contacts at other police agencies where the Zodiac killings took place. Armstrong leaves the homicide unit of the San Francisco Police Department, and Toschi is demoted because he is accused of making up a Zodiac letter. Graysmith conducts further research for the book he is writing, which is covered in the Chronicle. He also discusses the case in a television appearance. His breathing becomes labored when he starts getting phone calls. Graysmith's wife, Melanie, and their 2 kids leave him when his fixation causes him to lose his career. Graysmith finds out that Allen lived in close proximity to Ferrin and so possibly knew her, and that his birthday is the same as the one given by Zodiac to one of Melvin Belli's maids. Circumstantial evidence points to his guilt, but physical evidence like fingerprints and handwriting samples does not support an accusation against him. Graysmith follows Allen to the Vallejo, California, Ace Hardware where he works as a sales clerk in 1983. The two exchange awkward glances before Graysmith leaves. Mike Maju recognizes Allen in a mugshot from 2008, which is a long time after Graysmith's Zodiac became a bestseller. A textual epilogue says that the case is still open because Allen died before the police could question him.